We should be on now.
Ta-da!
Yep, we are on.
We are
Hi, everyone.
on. Hi,
Um,
everybody.
happy. Oh wait, I need to pause this. Oh, I did press mute. Okay, there we go. Sorry. So hi again. I hope you guys have been having an awesome week. I have here on the very first episode. What do you say? Of the series.
First, yeah.
Of the series, the Past Life series. So I'm so happy to have Anya back again and
Thank you.
Milky back also. So welcome again to the Raven Wolf channel. So
Thank you for having us here.
Yes, thank you.
no
Hey,
problem.
everybody.
See, let me check out the chat and see what's up. And this time I actually did my homework and I got it all set up before I went live because I'm always like, oh, hold on, you guys. But let's see. Hey, we have Anton saying, Anya, make me a sandwich.
No, you didn't make me one, sister.
You know, a sandwich sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
Hi, Scratch. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Joe. Harp. Hi, Josie. Hi, Diane. Hi, Retarded Chick. Hi, Ken. Hi, Phoenix Rising. All right. If I miss you, I'm sorry. I tried, but
It sounds like in the Oscar nominations. Thank you.
I know, right? Thank you. This is okay. So how's y'all's week so far, Anya?
Always busy, but it's always busy lately, so.
Oh,
But
really?
it's good,
Is it
yeah.
time?
It's time. It's time for a holiday in the green, in the nature.
Yeah, I hear ya. How about you, Milky?
It's not been bad. We've had a little bit of snow here, so spring is not here yet, unfortunately.
Yeah,
No.
I hear ya.
When I look in my backyard, no, not there.
Is it still snow up there, Anya?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice and warmer now, warmer for Canada, but there's still snow in my backyard, and I want to plant
Oh, yeah.
and bonfires and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I am excited to warmer weather, but I'm not ready for Texas, Houston heat weather, humidity, and it's just
It's
too
the same
intense.
here too.
It's too
In Tennessee,
intense.
it's the same. It's terrible.
So
It'll be
like,
100 degrees before you know it.
yeah. So actually, it's been cold here lately, and like during the day it gets a little warm, but during the night and in the morning it's kind of cold. So I'm enjoying this kind of weather. I mean, I would like it to be where it's a little more sunny so we can get sun.
Right.
But
A little sun,
yes.
if it's not covered.
Yes. Oh, hi, Michael Warner. Hi, Matt and Jenny. Hi, Alex. Folks, I can't say it. Let's just say Alex. Hi, tag team. Hi, Sue G. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. So, okay. So today, like I mentioned, it's the first episode of the series that I want to do. I'm doing it as a way of my search to know what's up with the past life stuff. Pretty much, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know much. All of this is new to me. Started like last year with this spiritual stuff. And before that, I was actually mentioning it to Anya and Milky that, you know, as I was raised brought Catholic, and it was on my 20s when I switched from Catholic to Christian. And in those religions, you don't believe in reincarnation. So to me, this is a whole new, different concept. And like it feels actually more real than what I heard before, you know, because I always question things. And I know, Milky, you kind of question things before in religion, right?
Like I said, I question everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, to me, I don't know. I don't know much, but what I do know is this. What I do know is that you meet certain people and you have that instant connection. And to me, the way I recognize that is through looking at in their eyes. Like when I look at someone in their eyes, like there's something like, look, I'm looking at their soul, and their soul feels familiar to me.
Yeah, the mirror of the soul, right? That's what eyes are.
Yep.
Yes.
Windows to the soul.
Yeah.
Do you guys get the same thing?
Yeah.
Most definitely, yeah.
Eyes are very important for me, very important.
Yeah. And it's kind of hard to describe because it's, it's like an inner knowing, and like you know it in your gut level. Like, and then it gets more complicated when not only you knew that person, but you have a connection with that person, right?
It doesn't matter how far away it is either.
Right.
No.
Even if you have not met really in person, you just know.
Yeah, exactly. So, what else I know? Actually, what's her name? Oh, man, having a brain fart right now. Jen Crockett. Okay, I don't know why. Sorry, Jen Crockett. She's an awesome medium, and my mentor. And she came to my show. I don't know if you guys.
Hello?
That's what, yeah.
Did I froze?
Yeah, you're back now.
Oh, man. How long was I talking before you was?
We're here for an hour now. What have you been?
Damn. No, what was the last thing I was saying?
You said you had her on your show.
If we ever met her.
Oh, okay. So Jen Crockett, she was on my show. She's a medium, an awesome medium, and my mentor. And I think she was one of my first, I want to say my first guest in my show. I'm not sure, but it's back there if you guys want to watch it. And actually in that show, she told, like, me and Nis, we have a connection, like that. We knew that like right away, like.
Right.
And I don't know how it came up. I can't remember exactly, but she was saying that Nis and I, we have at least 2 past lives together.
Yeah.
And she froze again.
And she froze again.
This is it. There, she's back.
And another hour passed by.
Geez, this show is going really slow for me.
You're getting some of that YouTube love.
Paddle faster.
Didn't we supposed to have that geomagnetic?
Oh yeah, it was supposed to hit today. That's right. Yep.
I wonder if that affects the internet.
Oh, it most definitely affects the internet. Yeah.
Because a lot of people are having problems with the internet, international-wise, like people that I talk to in Germany as well, like all kind of issues. Weird.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. But just let me, whatever. Back to the story. Where was I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she said that me and Liz, we have multiple, at least 2 lives together, past lives together.
Right.
Hold on. Oh my God.
So yeah, everybody, yeah.
Sorry, I had to cough and I didn't. My throat is really scratchy. I'm having issues here, you guys.
It's the Mercury retrograde approaching.
Oh my God. It's like something doesn't want me to speak out. My truth.
Are you a targeted individual?
Oh my God.
Probably.
Okay. Sorry. So yeah, she said that we have at least 2 past lives together, Nis and I. One we were cousins, and the other one I was her mom and she was my daughter. And so yeah, like I believe it. I believe it because of the connection that I have with Nis. Like it's like confirmation, like, oh, Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys ever watch her, she's mind-blowing. Like, she's amazing. Like,
Oh yeah, I like her.
Yeah, I watched her. Of
yeah,
course.
she's wow. I look up to her a lot.
She's
But
one of the good
anyways,
ones.
she's what?
She's one of the good ones for sure.
Yes, yes. Very, very. I love her. But anyways, that's what I know about past lives, and I'm eager to know what you know, Anya. And I know you took someone else, right? So I'm
Yeah,
interested to see.
Yeah, that was just some notes to explain, right? I had my other experiences like dreams, like returning dreams, the same and same dream again. And
Can I ask you something?
yes.
Is it a dream from a different era in time?
Yeah. Yes. But the thing,
and you're dressed in a certain way, and
yeah, and it just repeated itself, just a certain scenario, right? And first I thought, okay, I don't know, some movie I watched or whatever, right? A story I read, because I read a lot. But it returned, and then after a while I realized the way how I felt in this dream was actually comparable with situations in my life, like how I acted or reacted to certain situation. Just the gut feeling, it went like synchron. And I still didn't think about past life. And but then it got really like, I mean, I'm a person, I have visions, and I do travel in other realms. And then I met people in my life. Anna, are you there? Are you with us, Houston?
I'm listening.
Houston.
I was responding to. Oh, you thought I was frozen? Oh, am I frozen again?
Yeah, you froze up for a second. It says your bandwidth is low.
Well, that's just lovely. I'm glad I'm recording, because I'm probably gonna have to upload this video again with no
Probably.
glitches. But no, I could hear you the whole time I was listening to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I met back. I met a friend, and it was like bam, and I got this picture out of this dream again. Like it repeated itself, and all of a sudden it was like I saw another person in front of her, but I was awake. I wasn't dreaming, and I was like, okay, you really should get some help here, right? It was like just like creepy, but then she said, have we met before? I'm like, maybe, right? Like, and this is how it actually started, and then I digged a little deeper in it with meditations and everything.
Do you do like a specific past life regressions or like past life meditations, or were you just meditating?
Well, I was just going there, right? If I meditate or I contact my spirit guides, I just go there where I want to go, or where they let me go. It's not that they control me or have power over me. I seek for counseling. It's not that they tell me what to do.
Right.
Just to get that straight for the chat. So,
yeah.
And and then I saw altogether three past lives of mine. And when I went there, I actually felt the pain of how I died. Like I literally felt the pain, and I was lying in my bed, and I was like, holy shit, right? Like,
wow.
I was stabbed in one dream, and I really felt it. I like really felt the pain. I was ready to go to the hospital.
Oh my God.
Mindless of thinking I have a screw loose. And that brings me like to the next point, you know, the what do you call them? You know, the brown dots on your skin?
The freckles or birthmarks.
Birthmarks, yeah.
Birthmarks.
Oh, wow. That's very interesting that you're going to say something, because go ahead.
So, and I did some research, right? Because I noticed that every time when I had this dream or the other two experiences, it was right at the spot where I have my birthmarks. And I did some research. I didn't know anything about it. So they say, I mean, I don't think that all of them are from that, but certain, maybe bigger ones. So, but I mean, this is up to every individual to find out, right, or do some research about it.
That's actually very interesting that you mentioned that, because earlier when I was doing some research while I was getting ready, I came across that too. That
I've never heard that.
That birthmarks, it either represents like somewhere where you got injured and you're, or something like that major, or how you died in your past life, or so it's kind of cool that you brought it up, Anya.
Yeah, and then like some people, like that one person where I had my first experience with came in my life and left after 2 years. But the problem was solved, and it matched with what I saw in my dreams, and which was my bad karma. Like I screwed it up, right? It's not that we are always the victim. Like you do screw up big time, and I paid for it pretty well those 2 years, and then it was done, right? I still remember that dream or that past life, but it's gone. The pain is gone. The feelings are gone. And and I met another, like that was years and years ago. I met a guy, and it was the same thing. And he even had the same pictures like I did before we even talked about it. Like he actually approached me. He was like, did I like kill you or something? I'm like, what? But I said, no, I don't think. And
Hot Retarded Chick asked a really good question. What if this life, what if this life is my past life?
So you mean you're living in a dream? Like you're dreaming a dream in a dream?
I don't know how this life could be a past life. I don't know.
It will be our past life in the future.
And, that's an interesting question.
I know, right?
It's interesting.
Maybe it has something to do with the parallel lives.
Now, see, that's what we were talking about earlier, like deja vu and having the parallel lives, or, is there any validity to that?
Do we go there at night when we dream, or don't we dream? We are just there, we go there and take a look.
Scratch says, present can be past, and Hot Retarded said, I was joking. But actually, it's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be pondering on that one.
But he was joking.
Yeah. Do you guys know what the quantum theory of life?
Yeah, that's true, Rick, yeah.
I don't know what's that.
Yeah, most lives, the opposite of what we were in the past. Yeah, it's true, because that's my thing, that we are actually here, right, to get rid of old junk that we carry over. And also, I mean, not only that, but also like what we experience in this life, to make sure we don't carry it with us, because then we will be stopped from our awakening. That's what I see. It will block us, our personal shadow, right?
Right.
So I think that's why we're getting a chance to get rid of it again, to learn and to make it right.
That's why I guess it's considered karma, but that's why, if you look back in your life, there's been certain things that keep coming up in your life. Same things, and I know for my personal experience that once you learn from that, once you got what you needed to, I guess once the karma was resolved, then those situations won't keep happening to your life anymore.
Well, if you look at the numerology of your life or something, you're born with a karmic debt. So maybe you are trying to repay that. Do you know anything about numerology?
A little.
About what?
Numerology.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I'm just
know.
starting to get into it, but I don't know too much about it.
Well, I mean, she was mentioning karma, so that's what I'm saying. You're born with a karmic debt. So everyone's different.
Question is, if you're born with a karmic debt, that's based on what? Am I frozen?
Like it's based on your exact birth date.
Like you mean like the month, the day, and the year?
And what time too?
Because how many people will be born with the same karmic debt that you are if they're born in the same day and year and month and time? You know what I mean?
Oh, I hear what you mean. I'm just saying.
I'm sure there's more to it. I just don't know.
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of, I don't understand it. But Antoine says the first 30 years are a reflection of a past life. That's interesting.
What did he say?
That the first 30 years are reflections or reflection of a past life.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because that's when you have the most to do, I find. Growing up, struggling, fighting, friends, partnerships.
And Scratch earlier, he asked, vision was only, what, I forgot, how would he phrase it?
Yeah, Scratch, we had it true.
Is deja vu really just intuition? Question mark. And then he says, I believe intuition is real. I personally believe that our minds are capable of a lot more than we realize. I agree with him completely.
Totally.
I also think that we've lost the ability to control it all.
Yeah, and that's what I believe that is where we going to again. Like with all the awakening happening, with all the energies, and the more awake and the more energy we spread and wake up others, and a lot of stuff is happening with all the people with their abilities, and I think they quite don't like that, and that's why they're doing what they're doing, interfering with frequency, with radio towers, and I don't know what. That's what I believe. I'm not saying it's true. It's just always remember it's my opinion, right?
I agree with that opinion.
And I know they did experiments in the past on empaths, on people with telekinesis. They were doing experiments, pushing them, and then they got rid of them once they pushed them to do it. You know, it was like, oh, cool, let's better get rid of them. It's too dangerous. So
yeah, because we will not, you know, it goes back to the whole, you know, wanting the elite or, you know, the puppet masters want to be able to manage us. And if we realize how powerful we are, you know, we're not going to be under their thumb, you know?
Well, if you think about it, we only use less than 10% of our brain. And then, you know, when they structure DNA, they say we have all this junk DNA. That's not junk DNA. That's things that
junk. No. It's not junk, and we can do so much more.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel more and more comfortable with my ability that I have. You know, in the beginning I was like, oh, you're sick, you're psychopath or something, right? And but now I feel comfortable because I know it's real and I know I can do what I can do. And a lot of other people have the abilities too, and I really like that, and I like seeing that. And that's what makes these times harder and harder with all these energies. It's like, because the elite people, yes, I'm talking to you, hello, they don't like it, and that's why they are pushing more and more with everything. No, you weren't. Now you are.
Well, it's like, have you noticed how this community just found itself? Like, I don't even remember how I got in this community. It was just like we all came together for a reason. It was like it was.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another thing that I think all of this and all the people that know each other now, that, you know, we didn't know each other 2 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
And so I also believe that we might have some, okay, so I heard this kind of theory or whatever, that souls come in soul groups, right? Have you heard about that?
My point exactly.
Yes. And maybe specific soul groups, they will end up finding each other. Like I really believe we all have some kind of connection. I
Oh,
honestly
that's what I'm
believe that.
saying. We found each other. This community came together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine was New Year's. Yeah, I went on Rex show. Rex and Jeff, Trisha, Heidi. That was, yeah, I think that was the night. I went to bed early. I didn't go out. I'm not a big party person. And then I was just looking for some music videos, and you know how it is on YouTube. You get from A to B. And I was like, oh, what's that? I mean, I was watching some of Rex's videos before, and then I'm like, live stream? I'm like, how cool is that? And then I saw the chat, right? I'm like, that rocks, that is cool. And before you know, you ended up in the next one, and you get to know each other.
How long has it been the chats on the YouTube? Because I was always on YouTube before, like searching different kinds of like vaccines and all of this and that, and I never knew. So this chat live streaming, I think it's new, right?
I've been doing it for about 2 years.
So at least 2 years.
No.
No, not me.
Well, no, because before I was watching Rex on the Anunnaki and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, me too. That was like, and other stuff before.
She's frozen. Strike a pose. That's a long one there, isn't it?
That's a long frozen.
I hope we're still on. Yes, this is YouTube. That's what it says on my screen.
You're back.
I hope I don't, oh my gosh. I hope I'm not making all kinds of weird faces while I'm freezing.
Oh, no, you were striking a pose that time. You're like.
That's funny. Let's see what the people in the chat are doing. We haven't.
Yeah, karmic depth in numerology is from birth names and date of birth. So not all birthdays have same depth. It's individual.
Oh. Well, now we know.
So.
Hi, Athena. Hi, DJ Ransom.
Hey,
Hi,
DJ.
Tanis. Hi, Rick and Delaney. What else? I was gonna say, Anya, do you mind if I tell them the first time I like last time when you came to my show and we connected before the show?
Yeah.
Remember what I told you?
Yes, I remember.
Is it okay if I share?
Yeah, of course, share.
I don't know. It wasn't like very long into the conversation. I felt it was like right away when we started talking before the show. I don't know. Anya felt really familiar to me. And like the minute I looked, like when we were looking at each other, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it was just like we haven't talked for the last 2 weeks, maybe, you know, it was just like.
Yeah, it was so familiar. So yeah. So did I freak you out when I told you that, Anya?
No, not at all, because that was what I saw, right? And I get it with a picture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. And that's also another thing that Jen Crockett told me, because I talked to her before, and I don't want to say I talked to her super often, but I talked to her, and I asked her about my past lives, and she told me that I had a past life as a Native American warrior. And no, I mean, I love Native American stuff, as you guys could tell. So do you want to share what you told me, Anya, about the vision that you had?
Yeah, that I saw you like turning around to me was more like a warrior, like strong. It wasn't like tippy sitting woman, right? It was just like, it was more like, from what I saw, it was more like you turning around to me, looking at me, and something was going on, like, come on, let's go, right? We can do that. Something. And the very interesting thing with this is, like, when I started my path, I was so into native stuff, like insane already. I needed that so bad. I needed the music. I needed everything.
Yeah.
And it was insane. And then I worked when I lived in the States for 3 years. Then it got really bad. So then I was working in a jewelry store. They got their jewelry from Arizona, from the natives there. And this lady came around, and she was having these little cachinas, little dolls, cachinas. And she was doing some not hand reading, but she was doing some kind of reading. And I'm like, me too, me too. Now my throat.
See?
So I said, and she said, no, not you. I'm like, why not, right? I'm like, well, I'm fine, right? What did I do? And she was like, you will know. She was like, I don't have to tell you anything. And I'm like, oh, well, that helps right now, right? So, but now years later, I know what she meant. So, and then I had in my meditations, I saw people, and that one friend that I had, where I saw the visions, I saw her actually killing a woman. So, by now I'm actually maybe thinking it was you, since I know you, but
oh my God.
Just now talking about it.
Crazy. Wow, I didn't know that part.
But this just comes talking about it, right? This just comes back talking about it. So that would be insane.
Yeah, that's trippy. I like.
That Raven's a badass.
Yeah, I remember that you told me. You're like, I think you might have been right, because you had was it a vision or a dream? I think it was
a vision. That was a vision.
Yeah, a vision. And you said we were fighting.
Yeah.
Like, but we weren't fighting against each other.
No.
We were fighting together.
Yeah, together.
Yes. And that felt more like it, not against each other.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, that's what I saw. It was just a short moment. And now talking about it, I see what I saw with my other friend.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Acquaintance. It wasn't a friend. It was an acquaintance where I had this. But this is like weird. Now talking about it.
Yeah, it is. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Deborah.
So, what about what have you experienced?
And she froze.
Yep.
She's gonna have a cow in a second, right, Raven?
Hey, it's just you two.
That's not.
There she is.
Come back. I just took a little break. Being frozen. But anyways, I was saying, what some experience have you had, or what do you know, Milky, about the past life? Like,
well, I've kind of had recent things come on lately. Like, I mean, I've always been curious about past lives and all that, but not really know anything about it. But like interacting with people lately, like it seemed to activate things inside me, I guess you would say, like getting dreams. Some people call them downloads, but it's like the familiarity with someone, like you've known them for lifetimes. I mean, you can just look at them and know. So, like, I definitely believe there's some validity to it, because it, like I say, when I have these dreams, and Anya was saying, it's like of different time periods. So,
yeah,
I don't know. It's crazy. Like I said.
And these recurring dreams is like the same dream about.
Some of them are, but yes, some of them it's not even like dreams. It's just like information, you know.
Yeah.
Like visions, you mean?
Yeah, I guess you would call it visions.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what the label of visions is, to be honest with you. This is all new to me.
Yeah, Anton has something interesting. Karma is stored in the subconscious mind.
Okay. Wow. I don't even know what to say.
That was like, what?
I don't know what to say about that, Anton. You're probably right. I don't know.
Well, that was a showstopper.
I think he's making a point that he wants to be in the next show because he knows a lot about it.
Nice.
Oh, Anton, yeah, he seems pretty educated about things.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Hi, C Golden. So I haven't had any dreams like that I can remember, or that, you know, I believe I had a past life dream. But
you have that familiarity with, like you said, with Nia's, right?
Yes.
Where it feels like you've known them forever.
Yes, exactly. And like I said, I think it's different from, I think there must be different kind of levels of it, because like there's certain people that you feel more of that connection than others, you know, because they might have been your cousin or your brother or your mom, or, you know, or your friend, your warrior friend, you know. You have that more of a stronger magnetic connection with certain people without, I don't want to, it's not discriminate. I don't know what's the word. I don't want to leave out the other people that came in this soul group, because we all came together in this path, and this life right now, I think, for a reason.
A collective consciousness.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's because of, you know, endless love, to learn endless love. I mean, that place over there, the other realm, is different, right? So, I mean, here we get upset about too many things. We get distracted with too many things. It's all about wealth, money, which at the end is not important. Important is that once you leave, you can say, yes, I had a happy life. Like,
but I think it's more difficult than that, because it's not only people, you know, we get distracted with things like that, but we always get distracted with our inner problems. Like, you know, if you have, I don't know, some kind of issue, and, you know, I don't know.
It's manufactured stress. I mean, the media, it's coming at you from all angles. I mean, that's like she said, money. You're always worried about this, that. They want you focused on something.
On looks, you know, on looks, on weight, on money, on wealth, on your car, on your house, and they started so early. They started in school with the kids. They started brain manipulation, then later on.
I guess where I was going with that, it was more of a mental thing. I'm saying, like, if you have problems about insecurities, you know, you have to deal insecurities with the bombarding of like the news and what's going on in the world, and keeping you also suppressed. Like, I feel like all the odds are against us, but I do believe that we can come out of it, and we can, you know, wake up.
Well, like you're saying, you got to do that inner work.
Right.
Because you might even bring some anxieties or from your past life, right? That you don't know why you have it. That can be something out of a past life. Of course, not all of it, but that could be trauma out of this life. But if you know everything went well and you have some kind of fear, anxiety, and you don't know exactly what, that could be something out of a past life. Right. Or even pain, phantom pain. You're completely healthy, but you have phantom pain and don't know, you know. Those are all things that could be a possibility.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what's going on in the chat. Hi, Heidi M, Tyler Booth, New America, hello. I think I said hi to everyone, but what was the comment I was reading earlier? And Athena says, yeah, there are kind of percentage system and the more awake we are, the better the connection. There was something I wanted. Oh yes, somebody said, I think it was Sue, I can't remember, that and I know this also from researching and stuff, that our DNA holds ancestral, how do you call it? Ancestral memories?
Like codex.
Yes, ancestral memories, or not memories.
And that's that could be attracted to past lives.
Yeah, and I think what Anton said with the subconscious, that karma is in our subconscious mind. Those are the feelings that we're taking with us, right? That's how I see it, but Anton probably means it in a different way. But that's just my explanation, maybe. I mean, we bring feelings with us of hate, anger, fear, pain. It's all stored. And that's kind of our karma to get rid of.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's not what Anton means.
Yeah, that's interesting. I watched a video earlier, and in that video said something very interesting, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. The lady that was talking about the past lives, she said, like, she was saying the different kind of rules that there is, and I don't even know how she knows or how she came up with these rules, but she said that we cannot reincarnate into animals or insects, bugs. That's another word, bugs. So, what do you guys think about that?
I can't work with that.
I mean, I hope not.
Because I think she said something in the somewhere like we are souls having a human experience in Earth. So the
animals have a soul. There is no doubt about it. But
right. I believe that too. Yeah.
But I don't think that we can go back. I think maybe we've been animals before.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be a possibility I could go to, and I think that's something in Buddhism as well.
So you think it's part of a progression?
Yeah, maybe.
Like a soul learning kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they say that's what you do here, and I believe it it does. So that's what I'm saying. If you do the inner work and like you make this lifetime count, then maybe ascension is next.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. I mean, there are different levels, right? But I believe where we are coming from. So, and this stage where we are in now, that's the hardest. There's another realm where we've been already, which is easy peasy, and this state we're in now, this is the tough work to go back where we belong one day. So, I mean, I'm not saying the world ends and we're all rising up at one day, that the big crash comes and we're all flying up. I mean, that's not something I believe in. For me, but that's just my belief. For me, it's that we wake up now, that we connect.
Yeah.
And
what are you collecting?
I can't tell you. I have to kill you. No, I'm just kidding.
Souls.
That's funny.
You ever wonder where the souls go?
Funny.
Right over there.
You're funny.
No.
What?
Yeah, I just think we're here to.
Scratch says animals are more connected to Earth. They don't wear shoes.
Now, hey, there's validity in that comment too, though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, who was? Sorry, I should just read them when I see them. I read some good comments, and okay, here we are. Deborah Tucker says we are spiritual beings having an earthly experience, right?
That is correct. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
This Earth. I will say that, even though there's a lot of negative stuff in this Earth, I still believe that there's a lot of good things that you can learn on Earth. Like
It is, but we screwed it up. There's no one else responsible but us, right? We got this gift of this planet. We had the possibility to do what we do best, to love and spread love and be together, but we totally effed it up. Like,
and now we're here.
Yeah, we dropped the ball.
And I mean, we're not the first one to do the first humans to do this. How should I say it? What I'm saying is, like, you guys know that I do believe in Atlantis, and I do believe that they auto-destruct themselves from, you know, all this power that they had. And, you know, our lifetime, I guess, you know, with the atomic bombs and, you know, all of that, we're screwing it. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're not the first ones to screw it up. And, you know, but I do believe that we can still do something for it. And I don't know about you guys, but I think that this time that we live right now, it's major. It's like, it's intense. It's here for a reason. We're living it right now for a reason.
Yeah, and if we take all, I mean, we have, sorry, Brian, sometimes you echo, then I interrupt, sorry. Like, that's what I think, that all this energy that we can awake, all our abilities to wake up the other percentage of our brains, using what we have inside of us, what we could do with this planet, like literally do with this planet, heal and heal others and help and get rid of the elite. I say it. So.
You said it. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, if there would not be, I don't know. I guess it's all about polarity, right?
Yeah, thanks. Sorry.
Wendy Howell says, intense yet exciting. Glad to find community through awakening. I know. Who would have thought that you will be able to bond with someone in such a deep level than, you know, with people that you see every day, you know, like, I don't know. I never expected that. That's so crazy to
me. Me neither. I never expected to be on YouTube.
It's like, now it's like, wow, this shit is real, right? Like, you talk about it years and work on it, and all of a sudden it gets so intense, and you meet others with the same experience, and you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny when people come together in this community, how things start to happen. It's like you're manifesting things. If you put your hands to it.
Yes. Yes. It's really amazing. And I'm really excited about knowing you all. And I might not know you physically, but, you know.
I know you, though.
Yeah. We know each other. We know.
No, that's why I think too. It's sad, you know. You can't really get together with the people, but on the other hand, you're still connected, and I think that's important.
Yep.
Yeah, and someone told me that the internet is like a portal, you know, because we're connecting.
Yeah, it is.
With different.
That's a good analogy.
So let's use this portal for
the good. Yeah.
And screw the elite, yeah.
Hey, thank God for YouTube.
Yeah. Thank God for YouTube. I never thought about that I will say that, but yeah, this is. And I'm sure, you know, I'm sure it was never meant for this either, you know.
Yeah, they messed up now.
Yeah, we messed up.
But it's just, they do the same thing with everything in the other sense, like. You know, they always turn something good into bad, like vaccines. They started with a good concept, right? To prevent, to not. And then how did that turn into, you know, they're giving people cancer and diseases and all awful things, poisoning you. And like, how did that, like, what happened? No, like,
Population
But
control.
Depopulation control, yeah. Or take chemtrails, right? I mean, that was supposed to happen at one point, but the climate we know was changed, and with all what we do and what nature does. So that was supposed to happen. I'm sure they had good intentions, but they effed it up. They shouldn't have sprayed aluminum. We have resources of gold that they could have used instead of aluminum, and everybody would have been helped with that. But instead, they're storing it and sitting with it in their bunkers, and I don't know what, rubbing their face on it. But
another spraying calcium.
Yeah, lovely.
Calcify the pineal gland, you know. So.
Wait, did you mention that when you were on my show last time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah. Wow, and it still shocks me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's sick and sad.
Yeah, no scratch, but it's my sarcasm, elite. If you hear it, I don't say, oh, the elite. It's
Gonna stop calling them Dilly. That's funny. So I was gonna back to the past life talk.
oh yeah,
we kind of got distracted there for a minute. But I was gonna say that is there's a specific time in life or not? Let me think about how I'm gonna ask this question. Okay, is there a specific era that you guys feel really drawn to that you know you can't explain why, but you just love that time, like without. Okay, for example, me, for some weird reason, I have a fascination about World War I and World War II, like kind of thing, like about concept. And I'm not saying like, oh, I like to see the dead and all. Like, no, it's
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
You know. Like the concentration camps and all of that is so interesting to me. And I'm gonna say something that probably if I would have done that nowadays, I would have considered like a racist and blah, blah, blah. But in Mexico, when I just learned in history class, I was still living in Mexico. And I learned about the World War I, World War II, and I learned about the swastika. For some reason, I love the swastika and I will write it everywhere. But I was not writing it to be like, I was not drawing it because I was being hateful. And you know what I mean? It was more like, for some reason, that symbol I was attracted to that symbol.
That's for good reason, though.
It's a protection. It's a sun. The way it's two suns that they combine. And it's a power rune, so it is nothing evil. He just combines rune. And
that symbol goes way back in time. The Germans just made that symbol bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, there's another one, right? But that's like, what was it, Japanese
it's like the
or something? Yeah, so, but it's a little different from the Japanese or whatever that area Eastish. And,
yeah, and like that's what I was kind of saying earlier, the kind of things that are not a bad thing, a negative thing, and then they turn it into a negative thing. You know, and now people when see that, they relate that to a negative thing when it was actually a symbol, like you said, Brian, like years. I don't even know how many years back it goes, that symbol.
As long as recorded history, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how people used to write. There was no alphabet. That was their writing. That's how they communicated.
Then Buddha has it, that symbol, Buddha?
I think so. It's one of those Asian religions over there. One of them has, it's either that or Taoism. I'm not sure.
But anyways, I'm drawn to that era, and which is kind of close. And anyways, and also the 20s. And like, I love the 20s, the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Like, I don't know if you guys know this channel on TV. That's the only channel I really watch on TV. It's TCM. It's old movies.
Black
and white
I know
movies.
What you're talking about.
Yeah, like grandpas and grandmas watch that. But yeah, I love that. I love that. So that's what I was asking. Is there a certain type of time, or like also the Native American stuff? That's super drawn to that kind of stuff. So how about y'all?
I was always drawn to like the gladiator era.
like the
person.
Roman era.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a time, I would say, like more like beginning of 1900, end of 1800, which was a pretty dirty area, but somehow.
What era? What you said? 1300s?
That was the
1800.
Industrial Revolution.
The what?
I said that was pretty much during the time of the Industrial Revolution. You talking about the 1800s and 1900s, right?
Well, I don't know really what era that was, just from the clothes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I'm very drawn to more medievalish times, not medieval, deep medieval, but I'm very drawn to Scotland. Very, like, I feel totally home there. I go there and I'm home.
Oh.
I'm not born there. And all my life I wanted to go there. I have not seen pictures before. I just wanted to go there. When I was like 15, I said to myself, I'm going to live in Scotland.
What part of Canada do you live in?
What?
What part of Canada do you live in?
Edmonton, Alberta.
Well, you know.
Unfortunately. So, yeah, so, and then, of course, one day I fulfilled my dream. I just had to go there. And then, of course, by that time I was looking into pictures. And I'm like, okay, I got to go. And I entered Glencoe and I was home. I was just, okay, take your shoes off, right? Where's the Wi-Fi? No, just kidding, not Wi-Fi. I'm just saying, like, kick off my shoes. I'm home, thank you. And it was just that soul feeling. It was just like 20 kilograms fell off me. It was just like so. Yeah.
You lived in your past lives there.
Yeah, I'm very sure about. I mean, I know. Yeah, I'm very sure.
Rick and Delaney Jackson says those attractions mean more than one time you have lived. Proof of multiple past lives. So there. Yeah, I think it's very interesting that, you know, we, for some reason, we feel drawn to certain kind of eras or certain kind of things, you know, or certain kind of places.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that honestly, you guys, there's so much more to everything that, or at least I feel a little bit overwhelmed, feeling that, you know, there's a lot of information and I can't
so much more.
get enough of it.
Well, especially since you've been lied to your whole life.
Yeah.
That's basically what we've been taught in school, was a bunch of lies.
Everything was a bunch of lies. Yeah. Everything.
So it's like we wasted a lot of our life just being in the blind.
Being programmed.
Yeah.
You know what? And that's why I never pushed my daughter into school. Like, I mean, she went to school, but she was not like, oh, can I go to school tomorrow? Pretty please, right? It was just like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, well, have you been the last 2 days? Not in school. But I didn't make a big fuss out of it because I don't like the school system. I don't support it.
Programming.
Yeah. So, and she's smart as hell. She's lovely and unbroken. So I never pressured her.
Yeah.
Anything.
You know, I don't have kids, but when I do, yet, I do want, obviously, but I want to homeschool them. Being a preschool teacher, and I talked about this before, being a preschool teacher and I know how it is. And I'm not saying that it's bad if you have to take your kid to preschool or schools or whatever. I'm not saying anything like that. But for me, for what I live and for what I would like to have my kids with me, where I can teach them real things, not lies. Because everything that they teach in history is lies. Everything they teach on everything is lies. So why am I going to send my kid to school to
learn a bunch of bullshit?
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. That's how I feel. But
yeah, me too.
I think that we're gonna end this. do you guys have anything else you guys want to cover? Is there anything on your notes we didn't cover, Anya?
No, I covered all.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys in the chat, Twilight, hello. I don't think I said hello to you earlier. I think it's not. Is it Twilight? I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. But you guys have an awesome week, and thank you for watching. And I don't know. So I'm trying to have a schedule because I'm a routine kind of girl. I like routines and I like knowing what, So that's my Virgo in me, in Western, whatever.
Yeah.
So here's the schedule that I'm thinking so far. So you guys already know. On Mondays, I'm planning to do the Crystal Learning series. On Wednesdays, I'm going to be doing the Past Life series. Fridays and Saturdays, it depends. We're going to do maybe Friday night chat with Ransom and Nis and, but so far that's the schedule. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe weekends, but for sure those 3 days. So you guys can expect videos those days on the evenings because I work in the mornings. So there. So with all that said, I hope you guys learned something. And just having a conversation, it's a lot. It's good. It's a lot because
and there's much more to cover. You can't cover it all in one.
Yes. No. So I'm sure you guys will be back. I want to actually have Jen Crockett so she can come talk to us about past lives and how she can tap to them and stuff. So yes,
I'd be interested in that.
Cool.
Yeah, because honestly, that's something that I really want to do because I haven't experienced that, like visions or dreams or anything like that. I had experienced it in a way that I can sense it, like I said, when you look at someone in the eyes and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna be working on like some past life meditation, regression, and with the crystals that I've been actually learning, they're good for helping with that. So I'm gonna be doing some work on that area. So I guess I will keep you guys updated how that kind of thing goes.
Yeah, that sounds
Thank you for having me on.
No, yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming back, you two. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Love you too. Thank you so much.
I have nothing for love for you guys. You guys and the guys on the chat, for all of you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and taking
the thank you, everybody.
Yes. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not gonna name everyone. I'm just gonna say good night, everyone, and I will see you guys either Friday or Saturday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you.